who probably cusses like a sailor behind your back anyway. Parental discretion is advised.
Daddy, I'm coming to see you at visiting hours next week. Mama ain't been doing too well, I'll tell you more when we speak. And Billy's loving high school. He's out there blocking for JV. I'm sure he's gonna come around by the time you give a least. It's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know.
It's time to holler down the pipe chase and rattle them bars, because we're going to do a prison show for you right here at beautiful old, historic old, exciting new KPFT Houston, from the heart of Montrose, where we all hope tomorrow will be a better day.
Dreams, I can see your freedom. I will hold you once more. To men with no visitors, no money on the books. Remember, David's always gonna be here. You're never so alone. This ain't my love. It's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know. It's prison radio. Prison radio.
And welcome to the Prison Show. It is Friday, February the 23rd, and it's been one of those kinds of weeks, let me tell you. But I wanted to give a great big thank you to some people who pledged. We appreciate any and all pledges, of course. Linda M., Clifton D., Evelyn S., Gloria R., Kenneth J., Don A., Ralph S., and of course Abe, Nicole M., Stephanie, Brenda W., and Sophia M. We appreciate those pledges. They're going to go a long way to keeping KPFT and the Prison Show on the air. Right, David?
Yeah, and I wanted to make a special... this week's advertisement, I put a bunch of t-shirts out there, and I went out to the shed and I got a bunch of our shirts out. And if you guys want to give a donation this week, if you give a $50 donation, that's $25 for the station that'll make you a member, and then the other $25 will pay for the shirt, and I'll send it to you out of my pocket. So you want a Prison Show shirt, let me know what size you want, and I'll make at least a $50 donation.
What sizes do you have, David?
Well, right now I know that I've got large, small, extra large, and 3X. But I got another box that's in the shed. I got to go out and dig through it. So if you want something that's not one of those sizes, I found a medium the other day, but I think the mediums are scarce. So I'm pretty sure I've got large, extra large, 2X, 3X, and small.
Well, we have a shirt to fit you probably if you make a donation. We will definitely get that shirt out to you. So this will be the last Friday for a fund drive for the Prison Show. So we're gonna keep on doing that thing that 713-526-5738 option number 1 to donate. Remember, 713-526-5738 to donate to the Prison Show. Option number 1, make sure you say the Prison Show or the Prison Show. I know quite a few people critique how I word things, so the or the, whichever one you choose to say.
As long as you start it with a T.
As long as you do that and you get to the Prison Show. Now, you can also scoot on over to our website. Yes, you can, kpft.org. And there's a big donate button. huge donate button.
It's red.
It's red, yeah. At the top and at the bottom. If you scroll down to the bottom, it's there too. But if you click on that, you will be able to locate us, and you can make a donation through there. Keep in mind, we still have the bricks, the memory bricks. 4x8 is for $25 a month. You get a memory brick, and for $50 a month, you get the 8x8. So you can put whatever you like on the brick. Of course, whatever you like clean.
Within reason.
Within reason, yeah. We know how some of you are. But we do have those bricks still available. We have the T-shirts, as David said. So give us a donation, 713-526-5738, option number 1. Now, tonight on the Prison Show, David has a great show lined up for us. Dr. Terri LeClercq, as we all know and love, she is the retired English professor, queen of the Prison Show Book Club, and author of Prison Grievances, When to Write, How to Write, as well as at least 4 other books. Dani Sneed, the encourager, the Prison Show veteran reporter, he's going to be on tonight. And Frans Douw will be here, I think.
He's AWOL, isn't he?
Yeah, he's running a tad bit behind. He is a writer, podcast host for the Prison Show in Holand, and former warden in North Holland the Netherlands. And I think Tera Williams, the wife of Nanon Williams, who was arrested in 1992 at the age of 17 for capital murder and spent years on death row. She will be with Frans. And, of course, we have the Death Row Angels, Danny Allen and Linda. We are here, too. So we're here to make a show and get some money. And we have Terri LeClercq on line 1.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hi, Dani. It looks like you're all alone in that big, beautiful office.
Oh, it does? Oh, you can see me. That's right. I was like, what? Well, there's people in the control room. They left me out here with Stephanie. Stephanie's here manning the iPads.
She's hiding behind the camera.
Yeah.
I see. Well, today, your great English professor wants to talk about renewal. Okay? But the problem is I'm going to be asking you 2 questions, David and Dani, so you have to stay awake, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Renewal is the art of starting again or starting to do something again. It's the process to improve after being in a bad condition. The act or process of making changes to improve. So when we're thinking about renewal, and I started thinking about renewal today because I was out picking weeds because it's springtime, renewing, you can think of rebirth or restoration or replenishment or awakening. And I think those are all wonderful, positive ideas. Renewal, all of us, doesn't have to be hard, but it does have to be honest. Now, you don't have to be a member of the Prison Show Book Club to listen to this advice that I'm offering you. From Mary Ann Slaughter, she wrote a 2021 book called Renewal, From Crisis to Transformation in Our Lives. And she says, quote, crisis and change can help us find renewed honesty and purpose in our personal lives. Crisis and change. I think we're all on that page, aren't we? There seems to be there's a crisis almost every day, right? Yeah.
Yep.
And for many of our listeners, there has been a big crisis and thus a huge change in their lives. So Slaughter recounts a difficult time in her own life. She examined herself and her growth in the wake of some crisis that changed the way she lives. She shows in that book how renewal is possible for anyone who's willing to see themselves with new eyes and embrace honesty and risk and vision. I just love that. Now, my favorite book, dun, 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 my favorite book, all-time favorite book about renewal and incarceration is called Hole in My Life, Hole, Hole in My Life, by Jack Gantos, Gantos. In 1972, Gantos had finished school and was looking for some excitement and adventure. He found it. He agreed to help a crew, a boat from the Virgin Islands over to New York City. He knew, absolutely knew, that the boat had drugs hidden on it. So did half the police, Water Patrol, and FBI. The writing in this book is terrific. And he writes honestly about everything. Prison fights, breaking rules, and even his acne. It's a real big point with him. Once incarcerated, he had nothing to do, so he started rereading the old books he liked when he was in school, and he started writing himself. Guess what? When he got out, with the aid of a caseworker, he got into college. Now he's a writer, a real one. He renewed his life. By the way, he writes young adult novels, and he has won many, many, many awards. He renewed. Now, no one familiar with TDC's haphazard book restrictions will be utterly amazed that they have banned the book Hole in My Life. They banned it. I sent it in to some friends. They banned it.
What is it about?
It's about how a guy made a bad decision and turned his life around and became a writer and is now famous. And it talks a lot about prison. So TDC banned the whole book because of one page. One page in the book. A dentist conceals a weapon in his shoe. I called, and the TDC attorneys told me that a secret hiding place might give someone an idea.
Like they don't already have that idea.
Don't tell anyone that outside staff might be corrupt enough to bring in contraband, for heaven's sake. So they banned a book that has won. This book has won like 5 awards. I think it's the best book about prison, honest prison life that I've ever read. So, of course, TDC bans it.
Of course.
Yeah. Maybe your loved one can read it and chat about it on a call or a tablet. It is such a novel of redemption and renewal. Even when I see the title of the book, I feel good. A Hole in My Life. It's because he was in prison during that time. It was a hole, right? And he's describing that hole. Now, you and I cannot change TDC, but we can change ourselves. We can, through honesty and a sense of purpose, renew. When I was arrested almost 20 years ago for a peaceful and religious protest, I honestly did not know the difference between a jail and a prison. Because movies and TV had shaped my ignorant opinions, I just assumed that everybody in prison was a murderer and would always go around murdering people. Boy, did I learn the realities after that arrest. I decided I would attempt to help those people who are incarcerated, and I spent 5 years creating a graphic novel to help the incarcerated learn to write successful grievances, because I learned a lot about grievances and conditions. I rebirthed from a college professor to an activist. It wasn't an easy 5 years. I had to learn as I went. Many experienced attorneys and graphic artists helped me, of course, but that renewal of purpose has made all of the difference in my life. My different goal, my different purpose, even my chance to talk on the prison show. And I'll be renewing my prison show pledge tonight by pushing that big red button, right?
Woohoo!
Okay. Yeah. Okay, Dani, David, what did you do to renew your lives? What has happened in your life pattern that you feel like you renewed something?
Who's going first?
You go first, David.
I just celebrated my 17th year sober, and I had to learn how to do all my emotions and my decision-making process all over again because, it was skewed. For years, I had to just make the next right decision, whether I wanted to or not, or whether I really thought it was right. It was like I was smart enough to realize it was the right decision, but yet it didn't feel right, and I didn't want to do it, So 17 years.
I admire you so much, David. I can't even imagine. You know that old saw, that old tale, pulling yourself up by your boots? If you think about it, that's impossible, right? You can't pull up yourself or you're wearing boots. And you just did it, though. 17 years worth.
Yeah, and I was sharing earlier, I mean, I had been incarcerated 3 times, so over a course of 15 years. So now I've actually been sober longer than I was incarcerated. Isn't that cool?
That is cool.
So cool.
That's very cool.
Yeah. Dani, do you have a renewal?
I think it's a continuing process for me. I'm trying to renew after Billy Wardlow's execution. I'm trying to look at life differently.
And how do you look at it?
Depends on the day. It honestly, but I think the days are getting better. Have less of those hard days.
Well, remember that Marianne Slaughter said, embrace honesty with new eyes and have a vision. And I think you're on that road, don't you?
I do. Absolutely. A lot of people helping me. A lot of them incarcerated themselves. So shout out to them. They know who they are.
And to you. Okay, please know that those of us out here in the real world think about you guys and girls all the time. We care. When you make a decision to renew, keep us in mind. We are in your corner. God bless you, each and every one.
Thank you, Terry.
Uh-huh.
Have a great
read.
Yes, of course.
Okay. Good night.
Good night. All right, David. You want to pitch?
Pitch, like in baseball.
Yep.
Hey, you know, I was sitting there thinking earlier today about the prison show, and the prison show has been there for me for, I don't know, since the 90s. I share the story quite often. I had gotten a radio, and then they shipped me from Cofield to Woodville, and I was kind of lost, but Woodville, we all got locked down, and I was going through the radio trying to figure out what kind of stations they actually had out in Woodville, because it's out in the middle of nowhere, and I had picked up a movie, but in the background of the movie, and it was a Willie Nelson movie, but in the background of the movie, I could hear Ray Hill, and I'm like, what is that? And I just kept trying to play with it until I could finally get it in, and I heard Ray Hill talking about how much he cared about us and all the things that he was going to do for us and all the things we could do for ourselves if we just open up our eyes. And I thought, man, there's no way anybody cares about us. We're here forever. And I mean, I felt like I was really going to be lost in the system, but Ray was giving me hope. If the prison show has ever given you hope, then you need to call 713-526-5738, option number 1, because we're listener sponsored. Without you, we're not going to stay on the air. We don't have Big Brother. We're not a Clear Channel Radio. So if you call us, or if you get on www.kpft.org and hit that drop-down menu, that's what we need, because nobody tells me what to produce. I produce the show. Dani gives us ideas. Miss Linda gets ideas. They go out and they do all their work. We're all volunteers here. But yet we have bills to pay. So listener-sponsored means if you can hear my voice, you need to call us. You need to donate something. And I got this thing going on over here. I can actually see all the donations coming in. And I'm going to make a deal with you. In the next 15 minutes, if I get a $100 donation, I'll match that $100. So if you got $100, that'll be a $200 donation. But it has to be in the next 15 minutes. You can do it. I got faith in you.
You know what? I'll match it too. So
there you go. If you got $100, it'll be a $300 donation. But in the next 15 minutes, I'll be watching the pledges.
All right. Now we're going to go on to Mr. Dani Sneed. How are you doing, Dani?
Hey, I'm doing great. Can you guys hear me?
Sure can.
You guys must not be on AT&T.
You know what? Yeah, Linda and I were talking about that tonight. Yeah. That's awesome.
Well, I'm excited. I'm the veteran reporter. My name is Dani Sneed. I joined the military in high school in 1982. Served honorably to 1986. Basic training for Leonardwood, Missouri, Fort Lost in the Wood. Left there and went to Fort Benjamin Harrison in Indiana, Indianapolis, where I would do my AIT and become a legal clerk. My first duty station was Presidio, San Francisco. I was so excited being born and raised in Texarkana, Texas. Man, look at me. Mama, look at me. So I was in San Francisco. I was a paralegal, working, going to work with my Class B's on. And, man, I thought I was on top of the world at 18, 19 years old. Man, I was so excited. My journey in the military, while I was in basic training, my girlfriend was writing me. And my bunk buddies were saying, man, you should marry her. I'm like, married? I just joined the Army. Why would I get married? And for some reason, they said to me, if you don't marry her, because he's supporting you, you're not going to ever find anybody like that in your life. And so when I got home from AIT, I got married to my high school sweetheart and took her with me on this journey in the military. So in '83, I'm in San Francisco. Left there, went to Fort Lewis, Washington, in Seattle, and from there I went to Korea. And then I would finish my tour up and here in the States at Fort Hood. So all that is just great, and all the things that the military had to offer, they met pretty much everything they said they were going to do. But the thing I didn't see coming was that one day, that when I got out, that I had these expectations that when I got out the military, that I had an honorable discharge, that I could get any job I wanted. Not just any job. Some of the premier jobs I thought I could get was like, I can work at the post office. I could work at maybe, I don't want to do law enforcement. I that just wasn't, I guess I knew I wasn't built for law enforcement. Instead of being a police officer, I was trying to avoid police officers. So that wasn't a good job. Like, I didn't see that working. No, we don't blend that well. But like a lot of veterans, once I got out with these expectations, the only thing they handed me when I discharged out of the military was flyers. And these flyers, I think I put them in my bag, and I never looked at them. I do remember them telling me that I could draw unemployment for 6 months. I remember that. Like, you can draw unemployment 6 months once you get out the military. So that was a plus. And they were saying, don't look for a job for 6 months. Get all your unemployment. And, of course, that was, to me, good information. And so I got out, and I had a hard time finding jobs. And instead of me looking for some resources like I'm on the phone to tell you about, I wasn't aware once you get out the military that there were things set up for people that get out the military, like resources. And so I'm dealing with the world like a civilian. I'm going to the unemployment office, trying to look for jobs through that resource. And dealing with my I won't call it mental health, dealing with my frustration, my anxiety, my depression from not being able to find a job. I didn't go to the VA. I went to my homeboy Ray Ray. And I told Ray Ray,
That still cracks me up.
So Ray Ray said, I'm going to prescribe you some marijuana and some alcohol to help you deal with your anxiety, Dani. So Ray Ray wasn't a doctor and I wasn't a patient, but we had a good relationship. You know, but what happened with that relationship was I'm self-medicating with street drugs and I'm not going to the VA looking for help. Wasn't aware. One thing led, you know how the drug thing works for some of us. It starts out where it works, just like it's supposed to do. It relieves you of your anxiety. You're not as stressed. You're not spending all your money on it. But then It's some levels when you're dealing with substances to where your tolerance gets to the point to where you need a little bit more, you need a little bit more. But in my case, I had begun to experiment with cocaine. And if I would have knew, like if they had a video out or like they had the video of the egg, this is your brain on egg. If they had a commercial, this is crack, and if you smoke it, this is what's going to happen to you, I probably would have never smoked crack. But there wasn't no videos. There wasn't no commercial for crack cocaine. It's still not no, and to today, it's still not no commercials for crack cocaine. Maybe, to tell you the dangers, to be aware that this is a highly addictive drug. So I found out the hard way by becoming consumed by this drug known as crack. But during my era, it was freebasing, which is really irrelevant because it led to my life being unmanageable. It led me to go to prison 3 times. My first tour duty, now I listed off all my tour duties in the military. My tour duties in prison was Beto 1, McConnell. I guess I done got at 60. I'm starting to fade some of these units I've been on: Gaza East, Gaza West, Jonay. It's one more, Burning Hell in Brazoria County. So I had a tour in the military, got out and started touring prisons in Texas. So I had this full life and all these experiences that led me today to where I work at the VA. I got rid of my friend Ray. Now I've been clean and sober since 2004. I was released from prison in 2008 for the last tour after serving 15 years, and I have yet to go back into criminal thinking. Because drugs and alcohol was a symptom of my problem, but the core of Dani Sneed problem was my thinking would always lead me back to drinking and using. But the good news is, and I'm going to get to the good news, is if you're a veteran and you served at least 2 years honorable in this country, and you're sitting in that cell and you can hear the sound of my voice, I'm telling you, there's gold in them heels. And them goals is this country, this state, particularly Harris County, or the state of Texas, has plenty of resources when you get out to help you reestablish your life. The biggest resource I'm going to tell you that's available to you is housing. Housing. We have a housing first program for veterans, meaning that whether you have money or no money, job or no job, they're going to put you in housing and then work on the other issues and other things that challenge you in your life. I'm going to try to look at my time. I got like 1 more minute. I want you guys to reach out to me if you want. I'm going to give you my mailing address. My mailing address is 2019 Crawford Street. 2019 Crawford Street, Houston, Texas, 77002. Dani Sneed. My moniker is the Encourager. I'm a U.S. Army veteran. I have yet to figure out how to mail you guys back with this new mailing system where I can't just lick a stamp and put it on the envelope and address it to you guys.
No.
So I got to catch up and figure that out. So when you write me, tell me exactly how I can write you back and how that process works. Because they tell me y'all got color TVs and y'all sell 9 laptops and y'all, I don't know what's going on.
Laptop.
So y'all got iPods. And then they told me, man, look, this is the killer. They told me y'all got stimulus check. Y'all got stimulus check. I didn't even, look, they took my stimulus check for back child support. And I found out y'all got stimulus check. I was hot. Well, I was part of this grease. I said, you telling me If I was locked up, I could have got the check, and I'm out here free, and you took it. Something is wrong with the system. But I was so I'm joshing guys, but I was so happy for you guys, man, because I know y'all was bowling down there. Well, I know the commissary didn't have nothing in it when everybody got them stimulus checks.
They still don't.
And I know people still sit up and tell stories, man. I sure wish COVID would come back. Because, man, right now, I could sure use a stimulus check.
They call it a stimmy. I could use that stimmy.
Yeah. But guys, look. If you've been listening to earlier, my brother from another mother, one thing he emphasized and he talked about, it's a lot of good things that has been added to my life, but nothing to this day compares to the fact that I'm able to get through the day, another day clean and sober. Man, when I got my sobriety back, when I declared to be clean and sober, my life has been on a trajectory unlike anything I've seen since I was in the sandbox. You know, in 4th, 5th, 6th grade. That's how I look at life now, through the eyes of a child, just with wonder and expectations and hope, and just this great attitude. So if yes, get out, but look at. I want to encourage anybody. Know what your struggle is. Know what got you there, because if nothing changes out here in this world, the same environment that led me to prison, every time they paroled me back, was waiting on me. The same people, the same triggers. And I was thinking it was me, but the environment wasn't changing. And so when I came back...
I'm sorry, Dani. We're going to have to close it up.
Man. You know, I say, look, they're saying that's my time, and I appreciate it. I want to be able to leave room to be able to come back again. I gave you guys my address. Thank you for your service. Keep hope alive.
Thank you, Dani. All right. Now, I guess we're going to do some pitching, David?
Well, that's the idea.
That's the idea?
You want to do it again, or you want me to?
You do it so well, but
come on.
But
I'm looking for that other $100 up here. Where's it at?
But because we went over a little bit, you're going to have to close that up a little.
Gonna have to do real fast?
Yeah, look.
Oh. You took all the time. Now, look, y'all call 713-526-5738, option number 1, and pledge in any amount. I don't care how much you got. If you got $5 or $2, we got a $7 pledge last time. So this is our last.
We appreciate.
We appreciated it. And remember, Coyote called in that time. She gave all the way from Korea. It was Korea, right?
Yes, I remember that.
So, I mean, whatever you got, that's what you got, and that's what we need. Because the more numbers we have, then the station knows that we're doing our best. And we have part of our goal is that we need 4 donors. So if we just get 4 donors at $5 and we only make $20 a night, well, we did our fair share. And getting back to fair share, that's how Ray Hill said it. Ray Hill said that it doesn't matter if you want to listen to the show. We want you to listen to the show, and if you can't afford anything, then we're not asking for anything. But somebody's got some money in their pockets. I know I got some money in my pockets. I bet Stephanie got some money in her pockets. So if you can afford $5, if you can afford to go buy a Starbucks cup of coffee, then don't get the coffee. Give it to us. Just this time. Just this time. Because next Friday, we're not going to be in Pledge Drive. This is our last Pledge Drive Friday.
Woohoo!
So, but that doesn't mean that if you can't pledge this tonight, that you can't do it tomorrow or you can't do it Monday. We'll be going in Pledge Drive through Thursday. Just remember to donate to The Prison Show. Go to the T's.
KPFT.org.
Or you can text GIVE to 713-526-5738.
Yes, you can.
That's Tom's favorite.
I know. Hey, Captain Tom. All right. Now we're going to go to Mr. Frans Douw, which I had a listener over at the Memorial Unit, old Darrington Unit, and his name's Joel White. I got an email from him, and he enjoyed you so much last week.
That's so great to hear. And it's so nice to thank you very much for sending this message. And I'm really honored by it.
Yeah, he was very sweet about it. So you go ahead. Remember.
Yeah, I'm very glad that and grateful that I can be here again. I was here last week, and I have some nice things to tell about my week over here. Well, let's start bringing over the best wishes from T. Harvey Irving to you, Dani. Because he really enjoys what you're doing, and he hopes everything goes well with your health and in your life. And well, talking about T, he's also doing the greetings and love to his friend Nanon Williams, who is in the Ramsey unit. They've been in Polonsky years ago, 10 years together. Well, I met wonderful people this week. I had a discussion and a conversation with Gary Cohen, who was a guest in the show over here. And together we are going to do a big interview on national radio over here in the United States. And a conversation of 1.5 hours about humanity in the juridical system. And we had a long talk, and he's a fantastic guy, I think. So I was very glad meeting him. I met Paris Patel, for example. It's a guy who has been in prison for 31 years and who's doing very well and doing a great job, also with other incarcerated people. Of course, I met my good friend Gloria Rubak, which was very nice. And we ate in all kinds of restaurants, Italian, Thai, food courts. I've been in every restaurant of Houston, I think, this week. Also with the Rev, the Buddhist monk.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He's also a friend. So, it has been a wonderful week. And visiting my good friends, T and Nanon Williams, was a very inspiring and a fantastic experience. And I want to say something about my impressions of this week, because I haven't been here for quite a while, a few years. And I must say, when I look at society as a whole, when I'm in the streets, when I talk with people, I must say that it doesn't make me very glad. I must say that the level of fear and the level of disconnection between people in general, people not trusting each other, it really raised in the last years, I think. It's like everybody, doesn't trust anybody else anymore. And people from one street, they don't see people from other street. People from different bubbles are totally separated from each other. So it's like a society in need, At the other hand, I met a lot of beautiful people. They're still there.
Now, are you speaking about Texas or
I'm talking about Texas.
Texas,
over here.
okay.
Texas over here, yeah.
Yeah.
And there was something very positive that for the first time in many years, because I come here for about 13, 14 years, I see positive changes in the prison system. Step by step, it's going to take a long time, and there's a lot of bad things happening still as well. But I would love to mention a few things that I noticed. One of the things that's the first impression when you are in Ramsey and Polonsky, and I've been there several times this week, is the friendliness of the staff. It really is a lot more friendly, more hospitality I met than ever. So even when I left after the visiting in Polonsky, I really thanked everybody from the visiting room to the front gate for their friendly behavior. It doesn't cost any money, but in the past I experienced a lot more, friendliness. So that's a real change, I think. Well, I really enjoyed hearing the stories about the trust-based program in Polonsky, which is a pilot. Only a few incarcerated people be part of that, but when you realize that those people have been isolated for more than 25 years, the fact that they want to give room to such an experiment is a very big step, I think, and could be the start of a very big change as well within the system. What I also hear from several sides of people is that the system very slowly starts thinking about a more rehabilitation-directed approach. And well, there are plans to build up a system in which every inmate who goes outside has a job, for example. Those plans are there. It will take years to realize them, but the fact that people have this ambition is very important, I think. What I also was very happy about is that the system makes steps to use the expertise of people who have been incarcerated themselves. That's a very nice and a very effective and impressive and powerful intervention, because the only people, that's where the change has to start. The change has to start with the people who are incarcerated themselves and their families, because they experience the harsh consequences of the system. But they can't do it on their own. They need the room and the possibility to do it. And the people who can help incarcerated people the best are people who have been in prison themselves. They know where they have been there, so they can do very nice work. And I heard stories about one guy who is in prison for a long time, and they change him from prison to prison, and in every prison he ministers people who have a lot of trouble in coping with the system, and he tries to to support them to get back in general population, for example. So I hear a lot of very, very nice things, and when you I know it from experience, because I've worked in prison systems for 40 years, and I worked also in a lot of prison systems abroad, and where you're looking for is people in the system who are part of the system, so they do everything the system wants them to do. I did the same. But people who, as soon as it is possible, take the opportunity to improve things. When they can do it without being fired, they will do it. And I think today there are quite a few people in the system who like that.
Well, we appreciate you being here, Frans. And sorry, we have to close that up because I know a lot of people.
I know.
I know you could go on and on.
Yeah, I know. I love talking.
Well, we love hearing you talk. And we appreciate you being here so much. And I know, hey, David, did we get it?
Yeah, Terry and Jack, thank you so much.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So
But no, they gave more than we asked for. So
we're gonna.
So I don't know how you want to play it. I guess it wasn't within the 15 minutes, but they did give more. So I'm going to give mine anyway.
I'll give mine anyway.
Woo.
I'm not going to match what they get.
No, I'm not going to match what they get because they blessed us.
Thank you. Thank you,
Terry and Jack.
Thank you, Terry and Jack, very much.
But that doesn't let you off the hook. You can still pick up your phone and call 526-5738, option number 1. I'm not going to get like Ray and Hank, and I'm not going to get all on your behind, but I will tell you this: if you can hear my voice, well, I was pretty polite. I mean, I could have.
You are.
Southbound end of a northbound. Anyway. I mean, they would get on their case, but the problem is you can hear my voice, and we're listener sponsored.
Absolutely.
So you need to pick up the phone and dial 713-526-5738, and whatever you got in your pocket, let's get through this fun drive.
All right. Now we're going to scoot on over. Oh,
Sorry.
We're going to changing seats here. Changing seats. All right. So now we're going to go on over to the Death Row Angels, and of course, good evening, everyone on Texas Death Row and everyone else listening. I know my biggest fan is probably listening, but no longer. I will. Linda's laughing because that email you sent, not cool, man. Not cool. But my true biggest fan, love you. All right, yesterday, the Ivan Cantu camp held a rally in front of the Collin County Courthouse. Joy and I met Gloria and Chevis up there to deliver the signatures of the petitions to stop Ivan's execution. Numerous people spoke, including Ivan's mom, in front of several media outlets. We made our presence known. Cousins by Blood, Matt Duff, and Ivan will be on CNN's Anderson Cooper tonight. Check it out. And please, anything to do with Ivan, share. Everyone share. And Ivan, did you know, just a few moments ago, I got a text message from one of your friends, and it says that, Richard Branson is now sharing your information via Kim Kardashian. He picked up her information and is sharing it. Awesome. So TDC has they still have on their site 2 scheduled executions, but James Harris received a stay from the CCA on February the 21st. We still need to call the governor's office, 512-463-2000 or 512-463-1782. Tell them you oppose the death penalty in all executions. Tell your friends and family to tweet him. I still use tweet him. Tweet him. Tell him. Get the word out about Ivan. Start calling the DAs if you oppose the death penalty and you haven't been doing your part. Start. Differences do not matter when you're standing with others protesting injustice. So like I said, Ivan Cantu is scheduled for execution this coming Wednesday, February the 28th. Listen to Cousins by Blood podcast and tell me you don't think this man deserves a hearing, just a hearing. Now, as my friend Mayo says, here's the news you can use, and if you would like a copy of any of this, please let Linda or I know and we will get it to you. Matthew Johnson, you were denied at the Supreme Court on February 20th coming out of the Fifth Circuit. Romero Gonzalez, you were denied at the Supreme Court on February 20th, coming out of the CCA. Rodolfo Medrano, you were scheduled for conference on February 16th, but you were rescheduled for March 1st, coming out of the CCA at the Supreme Court. Dylan Compton, you were scheduled for conference on January 19th and on February 16th, but have been rescheduled for February 23rd, that's today, at the Supreme Court coming out of the CCA. Milton Gobert, you are scheduled for conference at the Supreme Court on March the 1st, coming out of the Fifth Circuit. Gustavo Sandoval, you were scheduled for conference on February 16th, but have been rescheduled for February 23rd at the Supreme Court, coming out of the CCA. Courtney Robinson, on January 31st, you filed a response to motion for reconsideration on order for motion for discovery at the district court. Gerald Marshall, on January 31st, you filed your answer to the state at the district court. Richard Tabler, you were docketed at the Supreme Court on February 1st, coming out of the Fifth Circuit. Gabriel Hall, on February 7th, you were denied at the CCA. Jason De La Sarda, on February 8th, you filed a motion for discovery at the district court. Micah Brown, on February 9th, the state filed their response in opposition to your motion for COA at the Fifth Circuit. Then on February 16th, the Fifth Circuit granted your motion to file a response to that opposition. Larry Hatton, on February 9th, the judge denied your motion for reconsideration and motion to reconfigure at the district court. Aureli Escobar, on February 12th, you filed a third motion to stay case at the district court. Juan Liscano, on February 15th, you filed your motion for COA and brief in support at the Fifth Circuit. Eric Williams, on February 15th, you filed a motion to stay and obey at the district court. Chong Tong, on February 20th, your motion for an additional COA at the district court is denied, and the denial of your writ of habeas corpus is affirmed. And on February 12th, the Fifth Circuit denied your petition for rehearing en banc. Elijah Joubert, on February 22nd, you replied to the state's answer on your complaint at the district court. And I have a few good news things, but I'm going to wait to read that in between calls. You know what? We can all use some good news, right, for a change? Mm-hmm. But Miss Linda has a poem from
Eugene Broxton.
You got
From Eugene Broxton to his lovely wife. And he also said it's me and Dani, too.
I'll take that.
Yeah,
I'll take a
loved.
poem. We accept all poems,
That's
especially
right.
to us.
That's right. Okay, this is called Love is a Miracle. It's stronger than steel. Something you can see, but it's more so what you feel. It's kryptonite. It can bring you to your knees in the most beautiful thing you can ever feel. When you have someone to love and they in turn love you, it's paradise that no one can steal. It's very sweet.
Very sweet. Very sweet.
Yes.
And I think you have some birthdays, too.
Yes, I do. Tyrone Williams, March 19th.
Woohoo!
Yeah. Christopher Love, March 23rd. Jaime Cole, March 5th. Damon Miller, March 1st. Raul Cortez, March 17th. Andre Thomas, March 17th. Juan Ramirez, March 11th. Thomas Gallo, March 1st. Juan Alvarez, March 9th. Farron Wardrop, March 6th.
Woohoo!
Arthur Burton, March 29th. Anthony Barte, March 8th. Alan Bridges, March 6th. Paul Slater, March 29th. Charles Raby, March 22nd. Gerald Eldridge, March 4th. And Warren Rivers, March 31st.
So, happy birthday.
Yes,
Big happy birthday. So, real quick, I got a letter, and as everyone knows, Carrie did an excellent article about Dungeons and Dragons, specifically, for Death Row. It entailed information about Tony Ford and Billy Wardlow. So, this past week, someone sent an email about people playing Dungeons and Dragons that those who practice secret hearts, they are condemned to hellfire. What do y'all think?
No way. No way.
No. Yeah, someone said this. Someone wrote this and also wrote, "The road to hell is wide. Death row soul mistakenly thinks there's redemption, but obviously they are thinking of other death rows and not the one in Texas." Now, speaking that it's coming in reference to Billy Wardlow and Tony Ford. Tony Ford is a friend of mine, and as everyone knows or should know by now, Billy Wardlow, him and I were engaged to be married. So I take offense.
Yeah, she's very upset.
Yeah. Dungeons and Dragons, while some people may think that, well, clearly some people think it because he wrote it, coming from, yeah, I better just shut up. Let's pitch, Linda. Let's pitch. What you got, Linda? What's your pitching arm look like?
Oh, I want everybody to donate as whatever they can. Don't feel pressured or anything. Just if you can afford to put $5, $1, $10, it's fine. Whatever y'all would like to give, we would appreciate it.
And that's calling 713-526-5738. Option number 1 to donate. And right now, you can also press option number 2 to give a shout out. David is manning the phone lines while Miss Linda is in here doing our thing.
I got the whole engineering room to myself. I even made a pledge. How about that?
You made a...
I told you I was going to give my $100.
Yeah, you did. Well, I can't do it while I'm doing this.
You can't pat your belly and rub your head at the same time?
Oh, I can do that. That I got.
And we need to thank Dani also.
Dani Sneed?
The encourager.
The encourager. He's awesome. We appreciate it. We appreciate Miss Terri LeClercq, and Jack. Her book about grievances.
It's good.
It is good. The way Stephanie was just talking about, some of her books were denied going in, so they're getting a little heavy with that denial stamp.
Yeah,
I believe.
I got the grievance book to write some grievances to my husband about things I don't like. I wanted to make sure I wrote it right, so I bought the book.
I filed the ultimate grievance, a divorce. I sure did.
I haven't got that far yet.
There's still hope. He just gets grievances. All right, David. Anything else you want to pitch at them?
Well, I mean, I had a thing. Dropbox won't let me log in, and now I know why Stuart was having a problem. Somebody programmed it to where it only does KPFT Dropbox. But, yeah, we've all got Dropbox we need to use. I don't understand why the computer did that, but somebody decided that KPFT's Dropbox was the only one we needed. But I had a clip from Ray, and I say it all the time, but I like it whenever Ray says it, whenever he talks about, being a subscriber instead of actually a sustainer. He calls it subscribing. He says, we all got to do our fair share. So, I mean, I know you guys probably get tired of hearing that, but I mean, that's the best way I can come up with it. We're listener-sponsored radio. You're listening to us. That means it's your cue to skidoo. Get up there and grab that phone. Dial 713-526-5738. And a lot of folks, I've been texting you, and you tell me, yeah, I'll do it next week. It's next week.
It's time.
I did mine. I did my fair share. And, I mean, what all can we do? The only way we can have the prison show, and the only way we can have people like Warden Frans Douw and Dani Sneed, Terri LeClercq, we get to say whatever we want to say within reason. I mean, we can't cuss everybody out, but we can get up here and we can protest and we can tell the truth about what's really happening down at TDCJ, or we can encourage everybody and give hope. That's the big deal. Whenever we have Clear Channel Radio on, they tell us what to say, when to say it, and then we got to go into commercials, and I mean, it's just, it's hokey. But the prison show has been on the air. We're fixing to have another anniversary in March 20th, and it'll make 44 years that we've been on the air, listener-sponsored. So you guys have supported us for 44 years. There's no reason why you can't do it another week. That's all we got is one more week of Pledge Drive. So please pick up the phone and call 713-526-5738. option number 1,
Shirley, I'm going to put you on hold. I'm going to try not to.
or go to kpft.org. That's what I just did, and hit the drop-down menu. Go to The Prison Show. Yeah, I guess I should have been a millennial or something, because I don't like talking to people. I'd rather do it online and do it myself, and then I know what I'm looking at. So.
And I just went to kpft.org while you were yakking, and the big donate thing comes on your screen. So
right there, big red square donate. Yeah, and
I know.
And it's got like a thermometer that tells you how much we got our goal.
Right.
Yeah.
And let's see.
What did it say? We're still at like 110,000, and we need 150,000.
Yeah, we still have a ways.
So we've got till next Thursday to get it, and I'm sure we can do it.
I'm sure we can. Yes.
So it's a little after 10. Let's go to see what Gary Cohen's up to. Support for KPFT and the Prison Show is provided by the Cohen Parole Law Team. For almost 40 years, Gary Cohen has helped to represent incarcerated individuals throughout Texas, obtain parole, and fight parole revocations. We protect those who have fallen short of perfection from the wrath of those who believe they have attained it. More information about Gary Cohen and his associates, Alan Bennett and Gene Anthus, can be found on their website at parolelaw.com. You may also contact them at 512-476-6201. And you're listening to KPFT Houston.
Okay. Now I guess we can get on to our calls. The first one, Carmela. Hey, Carmela.
Oh, good evening. Somebody must have hit a button right in the middle of my name. That's okay. Good evening. Thank you for taking my call. I have 2 shout-outs. The first one is for Marcus Mullen in Montgomery County Jail. Hi, Marcus. Just calling to say hi. Hope everything's going okay for you. Everybody's doing good. Joseph has a birthday tomorrow. He'll be 5. So he's all excited about that. And the farm is doing great. Chickens are growing. And he's got, Father David has 1 egg still ready to hatch. He sold a couple or several of them. So looks like it's going to be profitable for them. But I just hope that everything's going good for you, and you're staying on track and keeping your head up and keeping your face up. And just know that you're loved and thought about. And have a good leap year. I forget when that is, the 29th. I don't know what day it is, but anyway, you take care. Hope you're staying warm, cool. It's getting really toasty out there. I guess Mother Nature is playing with our way we feel, hot and cold. But that's Texas for you. You just take care and know that you're loved and thought about. And my second shout out is to my nephew. Bradley Leland Aiken. He's at the, I forgot the name of that unit. I forget what the name of the unit is. I forget what it's called. Anyway, Bradley, if you're listening, somebody hears your name, a neighbor, just know that you're loved, and I'm thinking about you, and I hope you're taking care of yourself, doing what you need to do. Keep your head up, chin up, and keep your eyes open, and keep your hands busy in a positive way. You know what they say about idle hands and idle mind. Hope you're being able to do some things. I can't remember the name of the unit you're in. But anyway, you know where you are. Just know that you're loved. I love you, and I'm thinking about you daily. And I can't wait till Friday so I can call in and shout out to you and my friend in another GDCJ unit, Marcus. You take care, and I love you. And God willing, I'll talk to you next week. Happy leap year. Thank you, Prison Show. You guys have a good night. Traveling Grace back home, and have a good week. I'm not going to be able to donate until next month, so I'm sorry. I wasn't in my budget this month.
That's okay. We appreciate you, Carmela.
Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks again, and good night.
Good night. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, now we have Annalisa.
Hello everyone, it's Annalisa. I hope you are all well. This is my message to my friend. Ciao Isidro, I hope you are well, and I hope the book have arrived and that my letter arrives soon. I'm well, I'm going to my piano lesson. It's raining, but it's not cold. I've had a busy week at work, but I look forward to Saturday and Sunday to do something nice. I hope you are doing something that makes you feel good, and I send you my warmest wishes and big, big hugs. Take care everyone. Bye.
Well, thank you, Annalisa. All right, now we have Ann Jeanette on line 2.
Hi, Dani. How are you?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm not doing good, but it's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I want to give a shout out to Big Will at the Polensky unit. My love, I miss you. I miss you so very much. Saturday, which is tomorrow, cannot come soon enough. I literally don't know what to do with myself. So I just been cleaning and talking to the cats, yelling at them actually. You know, baby, they get on my nerves. Arguing with the cat is insane, but I be doing it. You know, Thomas J., he has that smart meow. I cannot with him. I took Wednesday and Joe to main event tonight. You know, I was doing my little chaperone. They had fun. And I got your messages, baby. My sweet boy. I love you. I love you so much. I'm so proud of you. And I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. Okay, I cry. I'll be writing you, my love. Please know that I'm thinking of you, and I'm thinking about us, and thinking about how much I love you, how incredible it is to know you, how blessed I am to see you, to look into your eyes and know everything I feel is reflected back to me. It's so pure and genuine and sacred. You know, we love with the love that is more than love, and it's the love that everyone dreams about, and you make my dream come true. You are my dream. You don't understand, and I don't understand how much you mean to me, and it's inconceivable. You know, wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. I'm constantly and consistently and continually loving you, and yes, the list is in full effect right now. Let me, baby, let me. Okay, my love, I gotta go, but before I go, let me say it again. I love you, and I'm holding it down like an anchor, babe. God bless you. Pray for us. Pray for Ivan. Keep Ivan in our prayers. And really quick shout out to the guys. Blaine, I'm so happy you graced me with your presence. You know, I greatly appreciate that, and I pray you're doing well, and you're welcome for the songs. I will continue to do that for you, buddy. Because I, too, want to know what becomes of the brokenhearted. You take care and smile. Are you smiling? Are you smiling? Are you smiling? Mayo, Bethel, Mark. You know, that's just going to stick. That's going to stick with him. That's just what it is. Mayo.
It's done. It's a done thing.
It's done. That's it. Mark, Woody. Thank you, Woody, Eric, and Debo. And this is going to be our first, but I want to give a shout-out to my big brother, Dani Aguilar, South Park, at the South Unit. I don't know if he's listening or anyone, but I love you so much, brother. I will always love you. You hear me? I will always love you no matter what. Also, Kangaroo. Ivan, I just want to read the scripture for you. It's Jeremiah 29. I think it's 11 through 14. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Then you will call on me and come and pray to me, and I will listen to you. You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all your heart. I will be found by you, and I will bring you back from captivity. You know, Ivan, I think it's great, you know, that you have so many people supporting you. It's awesome. God will be the only one. He's going to be the only one to do this. So pray. A very special shout out to the Fat Swag crew on the Polensky unit. Much love and big hugs from Big Will. You already know what it is. Hug life, his life. You guys have a good night, and it's rodeo time. No.
Woohoo!
I would not be caught at the rodeo. I don't do crowds. So to each their own. But yeah. What is it today? The cook-off starts today, right? Or is it tomorrow? Today, tomorrow, something?
I think it's today.
Yeah, they started partying today, and tomorrow's the parade.
Yeah.
So everybody
So
sees me
rodeo.
with my cowboy hat and says, "Are you ready for the rodeo?" I'm like, every day.
Yeah. So, all right, you guys will have a good night. Thank you so much for this. You know, we greatly appreciate it. Dani, David, Linda, if Stephanie's there, hey, girl. Yeah, you guys have a good night. Take care. God bless.
You too, girl.
Bye.
Bye.
And before we go to anybody else, I'd like to thank Miss Dani. Thank you so much.
See, I did it.
You go, girl.
I did it.
So while I got the mic, I can't help but do it. Y'all text GIVE to 713-526-5738 or call 713-526-5738, option number 1 for a donation. Option number 2 to shout out. We've got like a couple extra lines over here. Or you can get on kpft.org and just hit the drop-down menu. Make sure you go to the T's for The Prison Show. How's that, Dani?
You did marvelous. Marvelous, I tell you.
You want to go to Miss Caitlin?
Yes, let's go to Miss Caitlin.
This is a shout out for Beto Garza in Polonsky. Hey Boo, how are you? I hope that you're in good health and spirits, staying safe, and that there's a smile on your handsome face. As for me, things are okay. I'm just home from work and I'm here with Daytona, who is up beside me on the couch. Work is going good. No big dramas there, which is always good. And yeah, everything is good. I don't know if you hear Daytona beside me. I don't know what she is whimpering over, but she wants something, even though everything is right beside her. Maybe she wants me to feed her. I think she does. Yes, maybe. No, she doesn't. Yeah, Buddy is also doing good. I went up with him the day before yesterday after work. So yeah, he is all good and he's happy. Yeah, and the weather here, it's getting a bit nicer. Still some rain some days, but not as bad as it was. And yeah, you can kind of feel the spring is coming. Yeah, so we're kind of on the right side. Yay. Yeah, so I'm going to write you an email now. So please stay safe. Know that you mean the world to me. and that I'm sending you hugs and kisses. So good night, sweet dreams, and stay safe. And to everybody at the Prison Show, a big, big thank you for making this happen.
She's always so sweet. Always so sweet. Okay, now let's go to Miss Shirley. Hey, Miss Shirley.
How's everyone?
Good. How are you?
All right. I just called to do a shout out to Blaine. Hey, Blaine. I love and miss you. And I hope you like some of the movies you're watching tonight. You can tell me about them tomorrow. And I give a shout out to Big Will, Eric, Beto, Mark, Mayo, and oh, that was Hope. She said, "I blame." And Ivan, I've been praying for you. I've been praying for all of you. I keep all y'all in my prayers, everybody. And so, hope everything goes okay, and enjoy your movies. I love and miss you. Everyone says hello. Hope gave you a hug on the phone. And a tickle. She says she tickled you. Okay. I love you. I'll talk to you later, and thank y'all.
Thank you, Miss Shirley. You're awesome.
Miss you, big guy. Miss you, big guy, she said. No. Okay. I said I loved him. We got to go. Yeah, he's tomorrow. He'll call tomorrow. You talk to him tomorrow. You can talk to him tomorrow.
She wants to talk to him now.
I know. She's like...
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, guys.
All right. Bye, Miss Shirley.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Okay, now we have Manuela.
This is my shout out to my sweet and precious husband, Robert Robertson. Hello, baby. I do hope and pray that you are all right, that you feel good, that you are happy and healthy, and that you are in a good mood. I want you to know that I'm always thinking of you, and that you are always on my mind, in my heart, in my thoughts, and in my prayers. Wherever I go and whatever I do, you are with me, because you are very, very deep in my heart. I love you like crazy. I need you. I want you. And I want to be with you, baby. I wish that I could be there with you at this time and forever and never be apart from you. Well, the family is all right. They sent some big, big, big hugs, kisses, lots of love, strength, prayers and blessings to you. We love you, baby, and we need you. And please stay strong. Always, like I do. I stay strong for you, baby, only for you. And I miss you. It hurts sometimes. It hurts my heart. But then I think I have to be strong for my love, because he needs me strong and not weak, not crying. He needs me smile and laughing. And I do this for you, baby. Never mind how my heart feels at this time, but I'm always try to be happy, and I always try to be kind and friendly. Many times I'm sad, I'm thinking about you, and I wish that I could be with you at this time. But I know we have to wait. But we must be patient, and we never should lose our hope. We never should stop hoping, trusting, believing, and praying for our big, big, big miracle from heaven, my love. I don't do it. I never give up, and I never give up on you and our dreams, our wishes, goals, and plans. And I never give up on our kids. Baby, I want you to know that I love you with all of my heart. And I wish you a good night. Sleep well. And I wish that you have sweet and blessed dreams, my love. Always and forever yours. Your wife, Manuela, loves you. Good night, baby.
Okay, now we're going to go to Patricia. Hi, Patricia.
This shout out to Humberto at the Polinsky unit. Hey, mijo. Yeah, Patty here. Hope you're doing okay. Just letting you know, I don't know if your mom told you I had lost Max last week. I was crying already. I couldn't find him. Even Mr. Olvera was out looking for him. Anyway, he was out across the canal at the park, fighting with some dogs. Of course, over a female. So now Max is going to get neutered. Mr. Olvera said, "What is he doing? Isn't he old already?" Anyway, I found him, thank God. Your tío got his surgery, mijo. He's doing good. Anyhow, like, everybody's good, mijito. I'm glad you got to see Amanda's kids last week. I know you enjoyed that, mijo. We got a lot of rain last weekend. I'm sure your mom told you. Your tío Juan is doing a lot better, mijo. So Sophie had a birthday, and Stephen has a birthday today. Tomorrow, your tío and I are going to go visit Jason and his new baby. I love you, mijito. I miss you. Shout out also to Anthony at the Dominguez unit. Mijito, I don't know if you're listening. I hope you are. I love you, mijo, and I miss you. Good night.
Good night, Patricia. Have a great weekend.
You too, ma'am. Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right. Well, it's time for Mysterious Mike.
Howdy, everybody. This is Mysterious Mike doing a shout-out for the prison show. Okay, the guys in Texas, Guy Alexander, Jamie Cuppett, Stephen Russell, Stephen McGee. Shout-out for Philip Perez. Lucy and Michelle want me to do a shout-out for Paul. Shout-out for Jovan, Matt, Thomas, Ed Reeves, Adam Wilkerson. Shout-out to Keith Money. Shout-out for Haas. Tasha wants me to do a shout-out for Payday. Shout-out to Bill R. Sims. Shout-out to Clarence Lee Bowman. Special shout-out. Hopefully you're getting much better. Shout-out to Raymond Lee Cart. Also a shout-out to Oz, Matt Thomas, and Hoff. And you can continue to write to Mysterious Mike Lewis in the care of David Collingsworth. And now back to the prison show. Let's rodeo. Yeehaw.
All right. So, what is the prison show's address, you ask? Well, hope you have your pen and paper ready, because apparently there's a couple of Hosses in there. What? Is that someone's first name, or is that a nickname? Hoss. Because he mentioned it twice. Anyway, the prison show's address is 226 Chipmunk Trail, Shepherd, America, 773 226-573-71. Yes, 226 Chipmunk Trail, Shepherd 77371. So you can continue to write to Mysterious Mike Lewis there. You can write to all members of the Prison Show there. Right, David?
Every one of us.
Every one of us. Every single one
Even
of
Stephanie, if you want to.
Yeah, if you want to, you can write her there too. So, now.
You want to pitch?
No.
No?
No.
I noticed Dani posted on the video that how much he actually gave us. So, I don't know. I never give amounts. I don't. That's how Ray taught us. Ray said that even if you had knowledge of how much it was, don't give it out. So just like you didn't give out their full name a while ago.
No, I didn't.
I do that, and Marlo said you really shouldn't do that, and I thought, well,
Well, I had my hand slapped because I gave Gloria's full name.
Oh, Gloria didn't like that?
No, Stu didn't like that.
Yeah.
He was like, no last names, no.
Well, the deal is, though, you got to give. I mean, it's pledge drive. That's how we pay our bills. Unless you want us to go over and do Clear Channel Radio or something like that. I mean, I would really hate to see KPFT go down the rabbit hole. Nobody tells us what to do. As long as we're in compliance with FCC rules and regulations, we can't say them 7 deadlies. But other than that...
Yeah. No, we can't say that.
Every now and then they slip, and you know what? We could get fined for it. But nevertheless, let's get back on track. 713-526-5738. Option number 1 to donate. Option number 2 for a shout-out, and we do have some extra lines. Freddie, you better call us. There it goes. I see it flashing. And log on to www.kpft.org and go down to the T's for The Prison Show. And what's the other one? Give to 713-526-5738. Hope I covered them all. We used to have a PayPal. I don't know if we still have a PayPal or not.
They haven't posted it. They used to have it posted, and I know that there's another form of payment that we aren't.
Oh yeah, we can't use that one.
No, we cannot use that one. Absolutely not.
Yeah, I use it every day, almost every day. I use it, but I guess we're not supposed to.
No, we're not.
Well, that's one of my deals that I mean, it's really convenient. People that work on my property or whenever I'm doing weddings or something, it's really convenient to use that one. But
yeah, well,
PayPal got to where it ripped me off.
Yeah, PayPal's, but I still use PayPal and I use Zelle. Zelle at your bank.
I love Zelle because it's my bank. It's encrypted. Yep.
Yeah,
but
Zelle is
we don't have
awesome.
Zelle. So the best thing to do is get online.
Get online and do it.
Do it.
Do it. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. You got me off guard. All right. Now, let's see. Let's go to Lydia on line 6.
Hey, and David. Hi, Dani, David.
How you doing, Lydia?
We're doing good. How about Linda? Is she there?
Yeah, she's over here. She's been coughing. She can't get rid of her cough.
Yeah, there's lots of that going around. Lots of coughing.
Yeah, well, it's good to hear from you, Lydia.
Yeah, likewise. We're getting some beautiful weather here. It's been nice the last few days, and I've enjoyed them. And I hope next week is just as nice on my trip up there to see you, mijo. I heard Tia Patty, and I was thinking, well, Max is so old. There's no reason to neuter him, but anyway, your tias will do it probably. I know Tio Jr. is better. He's been working, and I spoke with Tia Gracie today, and she's good. So is Tia Early. She was getting a shot in her foot, and I bet you that's painful. But I know she's still in a lot of pain. that's about it, mijo. Is that Jorge and I will be going up to the unit to join that pastor. We have to be there at 7, so I came to bed early. You have to get up early in the morning to be out there. And we'll be there till 11, somewhere around there. So give me a call later. And we have a gathering with the pastor from the group from Mazatlan, the people that live here on Melody Lane. We're supposed to get together at 6 p.m. and have a little get-together and food and stuff. So we should be having a good time there in the afternoon. Okay? Love you, miss you. A shout-out to all the guys. You know who you are. Know that you're thought of and in our prayers. Okay, good night. Love you all. Good night. Thank you.
Good night. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, now we have Stacy.
This is to my husband's 40 Black at Wainwright unit. Hey, baby love. I trust the day for you has been cool. Yeah. This is wifey tucking and kissing you. Mwah. And holding you tight for the night. I trust we got our whispers tonight. You're all up in my ear. Yeah, baby. Letting you know all is well. The girls are behaving. I'm good. I've been on the machine with the updates. Yeah. Virginia passes bipartisan bill HB 159 limiting the use of attack dogs. Yeah. It got watered down, but in the same token there's accountability. So yeah, and there's a limit use on it. HB 1244 is still going through it. Solitary confinement, yeah. Baydock is trying to kill it, but you know the Senate appropriations is next. So yeah, just some updates. Baby, this is kissing you the night. I miss you always. I can't wait to see you. Stay focused and tough. Remain healthy and well. And know I'm out here all yours. Mwah. Love you, Sporty. Mwah. Take care of you, sweetheart. Mwah.
Man, all these kisses being thrown around tonight. There's a whole lot of kissing. All right. Julie on line 1.
How you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
Doing great. Doing great. I want to shout out to my love and my one and only. I just want to let you know that I miss you and I think about you every day, and there's not a day that goes by that I don't miss you. And everything's going okay, and just want to let you know how much I love you, and I know down deep in my heart that you've always been my soulmate, even in school, and you will always have a place in my heart for you. And it's like every person I ever been with in my life, it's never worked out, because I think God gives you that special person, and it only happens once in a lifetime thing when you're yoked in Jesus Christ. And all the relationships never did work out, and God gives you that special person, and baby, it's you. He gave me you, and I love you with all my heart and all my mind. I just love you so very much. And I'm praying for you. I hope you get to feeling better. Praying for you that you start feeling better. Love you, miss you. Sweet dreams. God bless. Love you. And God bless y'all. Thank y'all for letting me talking to my dear. I really appreciate y'all.
Well, thank you for
So-
calling, Julie.
Thank you. He's so special to me. It's like, me and him, we never argued. We just never argued. We had a special thing going then. We still have it special. He's very special to me.
Well, thank you for
Thank
calling,
you.
Julie.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye.
Y'all have a blessed night. Appreciate
You too.
y'all.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
And real quick, like I was saying earlier, my secret source has given me some good news to share. Yeah, some good news. CPOD over at Polonsky, ADSAG, got their first faith-based program section, which is incredible. I think that ADSAG over at Polonsky doesn't get a lot of attention. It is fabulous that they are getting this. Awesome news. Little bit of good news to sprinkle in these phone calls. Wednesday, the 7th, the afternoon, the training for Group Rec started with Death Row. That was a historical moment. Exiting the cell without handcuffs and 3 death row men together in the day room. Can y'all imagine? That hasn't happened since the Ellis unit when they were there. So it was incredible. The training, like I said, started on the 7th. So we all need some good news. And there's a little bit of good news. I got some more, but we're going to go to Lupe on line 2.
Hey, that is good news.
Isn't it? Yeah.
That is good news. Wow, that's great. And thank you all so much for making this possible, these calls that we can call and send messages to our loved ones.
Well,
Thank you all very much.
Thank you for calling.
Absolutely. My shout out is for Isidro de la Cruz, and he's in the Polanski unit. And I just wanted to stop and say hi. And also wanted to let you know that your mom did come, gave me a little visit before she went to go visit you. And I hope you all had a great visit. And I'm expecting that I'll be hearing from her soon. Also, wanted to let you know that the baby's 9, not so much a baby anymore. He turned 9 on Wednesday. We are truly blessed. And also wanted to let you know that Oreo has been staying for the last few months with Anna. She wanted to take Oreo, and so Oreo's being pampered. And being pampered there by Anna. So I don't know if she's bringing her back to live with me or not. But I have you in my prayers all the time. And ask for blessings for you and your whole family. And, of course, I ask you to continue praying for our little one that's growing. And that he's doing good in school. And I thank you all so much for making this possible again. Thank you.
Thank you for calling.
You all have a good night.
You too. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right, now we have Early.
Tonight. Hi, mijo. This is Tia Early. I'm doing well. A little bit under the weather, like your mom just said a while ago. I had another shot to my right foot. Last week I had a shot on each foot, but the right one's still bothering me some. I'm still trying to get a hold of the doctor in San Antonio that did my back surgery to give me a pain management doctor here in McAllen. But I haven't had a good contact with them in San Antonio, so I still need that referral to come through. But other than that, I'm keeping busy, trying to keep my mind off my back and my feet. But unfortunately, I have to walk, so that's where the pain comes in. But I hope you find yourself well, son, and keep your spirits up. Love you and think about you and pray for you as well. We're still going on with the patio remodeling or modeling. Still, we haven't finished because we have hired some workers, but they did a bad job with the plumbing. So we had to redo all of that again, so it costs more money. And but we learned the hard way. And then we hired a cabinet man that ripped us off. So it's been one thing after another. But we're hoping to get this done, hopefully, maybe by the end of the month. And our patio, or not the patio, but the storage room is completed. Your Theo's just going to finish cleaning it up, and so we can start moving the things in, because I've been renting the storage for going on 3 years, renting it on a monthly basis. So I need to get rid of that cost. But other than that, the girls are doing fine. Raylan went to Corpus with her boyfriend, and Layla is out with her friends. And Layla's going to school, doing her photography. It's going well. But other than that, everything's going well. I don't know who's going to be going up with your mom. I'm not sure if the doctor will release me to go up there to go see you, so I can do my walking. He kept me off my feet for 3 days this week. He didn't want me to do any walking at all, and that helped some. But love you and keeping you in our prayers, mijo. Keep that smile. And here's Tio Ray, so he can say hi to you.
Hello, Beto. Hope you're doing pretty good. Aquí estamos nomás. Ya tu tía, ya aventó todo el newspaper, so I don't have much to say. Todo el tiempo dice todo, no deja la chance de nada a decir. So, other than that, todos estamos bien aquí, como quiera. Alex, Frank, ahorita hablé con Frank, pero he was a little bit sleepy. No, I guess he's hurting a little bit. So, but other than that, we're all doing fine, como quiera. Aquí estamos bien.
Oh, so we took the baby to the alpaca.
Last week llevamos la baby de Alex que viera las alpacas acá en un little ranch que hay ahí on Cherry Road. So, bueno, hope you have a good night. God bless you. We love you. Take care.
Thank you for taking our call, guys, and God bless you. Hope your cold gets better, Linda, or your cough gets better.
She said thank you.
Okay, thank you, guys. You all have a good night.
You too.
Mm-hmm. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, so we have some open lines, 713-526-5738. And I have a few shout-outs and some more good news. I'm coming with some good news tonight. All right, my shout-outs, Roderick Harris, Jeff. You know which Jeff. You're my biggest fan. I love you. Brett, Farron, hope he can hear this. Farron, big birthday hugs. Michael Ferguson, check your email. Creeper, T. Hey, T. I heard you were talking about me. Great big hugs to you. Big Head. I don't want to hear it, Big Head. I don't want to hear it. Blaine. Call me tomorrow, Blaine. Rue. Kangaroo. Man, do you have some support? Usually I have a lot of news coming in through my email, before an execution. But Rue, let me tell you, you have so much news coverage right now. It's very impressive. I'm so glad that the word's getting out about the injustice that's being done to you. All right, Mayo, Leroy, Larry, J Van Story, look at your email. Rusty at the Estelle unit missed your call this morning. Please call me back. Leo Willis, Joe Don at the Win Unit, and of course, Big Daddy over at the Win Unit, Big Daddy Marlon Nelson. Yep, giving them some shout outs and some good news. Real quick, good news, more good news. Monday the 12th, the group rec actually began for death row. 6-hour recreation every day with sufficient staffing, of course. Friday is the designated outside day. So happy for y'all. Tuesday the 13th, Beyond Success, that class began. It teaches students to develop a positive attitude. This course is taught to business professionals and in leadership seminars. So that started on the 13th. And Thursday the 15th, conflict resolution class began. Of course, I probably need that. Teaches students how to resolve conflicts, disputes, seek solutions, and make peace with others. You know, I know quite a few people who need that course, and not just people in prison. I'm not looking at you, David. Not at all.
Not at all.
I
felt them eyes just burning a hole in my head.
I know someone who needs it, someone who thinks that the D&D is for heathens. People are going to hell.
Really? I thought it was just a game.
I thought it was just a game, too, to take your mind out of...
You want your bank on, Steph?
The what?
Stephanie was talking, but her mic's not on.
Oh, she gave me a secret message.
Ooh,
because
secrets.
Apparently D&D, you know, we can do all sorts of things with D&D. So anyway, you know what? To my secret source over at Polonsky, I'm tipping my hat to you. Thank you very, very much. We appreciate any and all good news. We can all use good news. And again, this coming Wednesday, we will be at the Huntsville unit unless Kangaroo gets a stay. Now, call every day, tweet, do whatever you think that you need to do to make sure this is not happening. We have Kim Kardashian, Martin Sheen. Kim Kardashian and Martin Sheen, they are both getting on board. Branson has gotten on board. And of course, Sister Helen, which I might add is incredible. This woman, her energy being around her, it was awesome. And she said that this show is doing wonderful work, David.
Woohoo!
Yeah. I mean, kudos from Sister Helen. We're not going to...
I've been a fan of hers for many, many years.
It's hard not to be a fan of hers.
She does some wonderful work, doesn't she?
She does. I should have asked her about D&D.
There you go.
Had I known...
Anyway, I was going to start something, but I'm not going to go there.
No, that's okay, because I'm going to have to add someone to my list so I can start something.
It's just a game, right?
It's just a freaking game.
It's not like we're doing a Ouija board.
All right, now we have a Chris on line 1. Chris.
To John Lopez from the Goree Trustee Camp. I like to say, bro, man, just keep your head up. Your time is coming soon. You're going to make that parole. Me and Chino out here in the world, man, just living the life, man. You know, you need to join us. So just be cool with it. You know what I mean? Just get that program in. Yeah, you already know what to do. All right. That's it.
All right. Well, thank you, Chris. You already know what it do. I like that.
You know, I've been looking at the extra gifts that we usually don't advertise because most of our listeners actually donate and don't expect anything in return because they know that every gift that KPFT provides, it takes away from the donations. But enough said of that. They got some wonderful tickets. You ever heard Paul Thorne?
Yes.
Paul Thorne says it's a great day to whip somebody's.
Yeah, it is a great day.
Yeah. He's going to be up in Humble on April the 13th. And you can actually get tickets for that. With a pledge. I was seeing how much the pledge is. It's like about $120 for 2 tickets, general admission tickets. But that's a pretty good pledge. And man, I went to see Paul Thorne. I saw him up at the House of Blues. Man, you talk about a good concert, man. It's really good. And they got the House of the Black Crows. That's over at 713 Music Hall. I mean, it's just and then they've got this country and western thing coming up. It's called Big as Texas Festival. And they've got Thomas Rhett, Dierks Bentley, Billy Strings, Morgan Wade, Dwight Yoakam, Los Lobos. I mean, it's just a huge 3-day concert.
How much do you have to donate for that?
$400 pledge, but you get 3 days worth of tickets.
Wow. Okay.
So it's May 10th through the 12th is the tickets. The general admission tickets, but I mean, you talk about a 3-day party.
Yeah.
For $400. I mean, I don't know what the tickets go for, but not only would you get the tickets and be able to go to the party, but you'd be helping out KPFT. Listener-sponsored radio.
Exactly.
713-526-5738, option number 1. For that, just tell whoever answers the phone that you want to go to the biggest Texas festival, May 10th through the 12th for $400. That'd be pretty cool. I've been watching that, too, because I like some of those. They said that I want to go see Lainey Wilson.
Ooh, I would like to see.
And she's at the rodeo this year, but I got a wedding on that day.
Isn't Jelly Roll going to be
Jelly Roll's going to be there, yeah.
I would love to.
Blake Shelton's going to be there. And there's a lot of good people at the rodeo.
Yeah. Jelly Roll, I mean, come on now. Everybody loves Jelly Roll.
Everybody loves it. You know, I was listening to his song, Somebody Save Me.
Uh-huh.
And then I heard it with him and Lainey on it. And, I mean, you talk about, that give you chills.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I love them both. They're both fantastic.
Well, the song really resonates with me because of all the things that I've been through. And that's why he wrote it, because he's been to prison and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to get out of trouble. I didn't know how to stay out of trouble. I mean, I could sober up for a little while, you know, but I would always go back. Within about 2 years, I'd always go back. So the song's really cool. I mean, that's how it happens. I mean, you don't want to, you pray when you need something, and then it's like, God, I really need something, you know?
Yeah. That's right.
So,
that's right.
We got another caller.
I think we do.
Put him on there. Yep.
All right, you're on the air.
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to everybody that's holding it down though in TDCJ. You know, especially shout out to Ivan Cantu. My heart is with you, and if anybody could just say a prayer, just keep them in prayer. And to everybody else, you know, just keep your head up. You know, your time will come, and hopefully y'all get out soon. You know, get that parole program, whatever it may be. Just do right, man. You know what I mean? Just keep your head up, though, for the time being. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You know what? Ivan, you have I'm going to say it again, you have a wonderful support team. Your friends, your family, your mom is so sweet. And it was a pleasure meeting everyone including Matt. I've spoken to him on the phone, but I've never met him. You just have so much support, and we're all praying for you. I know. I don't say that a lot, but I do pray. He kind of looks at me, but, you know, I do pray. Okay, I think we have another caller. No, go ahead and put him on the air. Hey, Chris.
Yes, I am online.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, this goes out to John Lopez from the Goree Trustee Camp. I'd just like to say, just keep your head up. Your time will come soon. And, you know, we're all praying for you and we're rooting for you here. You know what I mean? The support system is strong. Me and Chino out here, you know, just rooting for you, man. You know, God bless you. Everybody, you know, at the Goree Trustee Camp and everybody across the units or state of Texas and everywhere else. You know, God bless y'all. Keep your head up. And, you know, we're with y'all. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. All right. Now, y'all please show up at the Huntsville unit if your heart desires on Wednesday to protest Ivan Cantu's execution. Linda and I will be there. Stephanie, I think, will be there. She will. And Gloria, of course, will be there. And now, David.
Well, I want to start out kind of like you did. You started out the show by saying thank you. I want to say thank you to everybody who has donated. We really, really appreciate you. We know that it gets tiring sometimes to hear us ask for money all the time, but that's how we pay our bills. We're listener sponsored. I'd like to thank Miss Linda M., Clifton D., Evelyn S., Gloria R., Kenneth J., Don A., Ralph S., Abraham, a good old Abe, Nicole M., Stephanie S., Brenda W., Sophia M., and Nicole, I did get your shirts sent out. They were sent out today, and I do believe I sent you a tracking number also. We had a few more tonight. Thank you, Miss Dani, David and Dee Dee, Dani, the Encourager, and Terry and Jack. And, man, we really appreciate you guys. You're really there for us every time. And sometimes we don't know if we're going to meet our goal or not. And all of a sudden, bam, there you are. And you show up and you show out. And we really appreciate all that. But, look, if you guys want some kind of gifts, that's cool. We got coffee. KPFT for a $20 sustainer will give you some coffee. And it comes in a little red KPFT bag. It's pretty cool. And I think they said they were drinking it here in the studio the other night, and it kind of wires you up or whatever. What do you expect from coffee? That's what you want, right? I bet it's not like the old black bag, but yeah, I stayed up many a night drinking black bag. So look, y'all stay tuned. CNVRGE is coming up, and if you like techno music, and I'm on the bike tonight, so guess what I get to listen to on the way home? I will listen to some CNVRGE because I like to mix it and jam it and be able to get through that traffic. But you guys tune in to us next week, and we really appreciate you calling this week. And remember, Pledge Drive does go through Thursday. So if you missed your chance tonight or you didn't get paid till tomorrow or something, that's cool. But you can still call. They'll answer the phone, 713-526-5738, option number 1. And y'all have a good weekend.
Have a great weekend, guys.
See you at visiting hours next week. Mama ain't been doing too well, I'll tell you more when we speak.